Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his Wednesday expert, Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. We're going to see how much of an expert I am pretty soon here.
Yeah, this is one of those recordings that's like, should we really publish it later? I will, of course, because I don't edit anything, but we're going to make predictions about what Jerome Powell and his buddies are going to do in about 75 minutes. And this won't actually be reposted until 5 o'clock tonight. So here we go. We're about to look stupid or look really smart. What do you think is going to happen here in about 75 minutes?
Well, I think I know what you're going to say, and I think mine is going to be different. And so
cool.
Between
Awesome.
the two of us, maybe one of us has a shot at being right.
Okay.
As much as I think that he should go 50 basis points and he should be more aggressive, I just feel like he's going to go 25. I feel like he's got enough excuse with uncertainty with Russia and Ukraine and other stuff where he can weasel his way out of doing what he probably should do, which is 50 basis points. So my prediction, my guess is 25 basis point. But the reason I'm going to tune in and the reason I'm going to, want to hear the Q&A part of it is him talking about the future. We'll get the dot plot from the different members of the Fed. And I'm sure the press asking questions is going to ask about the balance sheet. What is the plan? And, what he says there, it's going to be one screen up with that. And I'm going to have one screen up with mortgage-backed securities in the 10-year. And we're going to watch how his words affect that chart.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very telling because I don't think people realize that them unwinding, reducing, whatever word you want to use, their $9.1 trillion balance sheet will impact rates perhaps larger than a quarter or half a point. It will impact rates, and probably not for the positive, probably negatively.
Right. Yeah. I saw somebody in a mortgage group I'm in that was, advising folks, on the daily. It's just like, do we float? Do we lock? What do we do? Their percent chance that things got better after today rate wise was 6%. So they were saying like 94% chance it's getting worse. That's a clear lock, right? So if you're a real true gambler and you want to spin a roulette wheel and bet on number 24, you can float loans and you got a 5 or 6% shot that they get better. Even in the case where whatever the wording is that rates get slightly better, which again, I'm saying that's like a 1 in 20 shot. It's not going to be long lasting. And so, as a mortgage professional, if I could give any advice to folks, we're in an upward trending rate environment. Expect that next week and the week after that, and the next month and the month after that, rates are going to get worse. There's no reason to expect or to bet on, oh, you know what? I'll wait till next month to do this refinance because next month's going to be better. Or, I'm not going to buy right now because, if you've got other reasons for waiting to buy real estate, whether it's investment real estate or that, great. But don't expect or bet on rates getting better.
Yeah, there has been a time for the last 30 or 40 years where, rates have been going down since the early 80s. That time's over. That time's definitely over. Yeah, so I'm going to go a half. I've been saying a half for, 4 months now. I called March the first time they're going to raise, so I got that right. I certainly felt better about my half 2 weeks ago. I haven't felt great about it recently, but I see no reason to change. But for me, it's going to be, like you say, his statements. And let's say he does a quarter because he has the weasel clause and all of that. My hope is if he does that, he comes out uber strong. Because again, all the data has been saying inflation's getting worse, right? We just had a 10% PPI print. We had a 7.9 CPI print. We had retail sales going down, but because gas is going up. Everything coming out is inflation is getting worse. And last time I checked, the freaking Fed only had 2 goddamn jobs. Full employment, stable prices. Well, congratulations. You have 3.8% unemployment. You have 11.1 million jobs. You got that one nailed. Stable prices, you suck. You are historically bad. You are Arthur Burns 2.0, great inflation, bad. Do your job.
Right. And that's the thing is the 50 basis point move, your prediction is what I'm rooting for. But it's like, being a Sacramento Kings fan where it's like, I'm rooting for the team, but we're not the favorite.
Yeah. We might be going to watch the other team's stars. So I'm just saying.
The other team's the favorite, right? The 25 basis point, I think, you were looking pretty good 30 or 45 days ago. I think it's since changed,
Oh,
but,
for sure. Yeah.
but I'm still in the stands rooting for 50 basis points.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually had somebody, because I did my daily financial news this morning, and I gave them 4 options: 0, quarter, half, or 75 or more. I'm actually shocked at how many people said 0 and how many people said 75. So let me ask you that. What do you think the chances are he does 0 today?
Okay. I'm on the fly, because we haven't talked about this. I'm going to try to assign a percent value to each one.
Okay, let's go.
0, I am going to say 5%.
Okay.
And I think 0.75 is probably about 5%.
Okay.
So now I got to use the other 90 for 25 and 50. And I think that it's probably 60% 25 and 30% 50.
All right. So I'll do the same. I'm going to go 0% chance of 0. So I'll go 40%, 25, 50%, 50, and 10%, 75. So I give 0 credence. I don't have any idea how he does 0. I'm wrong all the time, but that's what I feel. I do think if I were to look at it, the difference between 0 and 75, I don't see them as the same. Because again, I see 0 as 0.
Yeah.
And I see 10% chance as 75, right? The only chance he does 75 is he comes out and he wants to be Paul Volcker 2.0, which I think is the right move. I just don't think the market's ready for it. I think he may do something crazy next time. But yeah, so that's what I think. So what is that? 0, 40, 50, 10.
Yep.
That works. Yeah.
So you're still betting on 50. All right. We're going to see.
But only by a whisper.
A famous man once said, we gonna see.
We'll go and see. Do me a favor. Tell us one more time about Financial Literacy Week and where people can find you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So Financial Literacy Week with You Mortgage, a full 7 days starting March 28th, all kinds of stuff from, refinancing and investment properties to crypto and general financial literacy. It's free. So we'll have the link in the description. If you've got mortgage needs, you want to talk to me or my team, no matter where you're at in the US, go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out a form, let us know where you're at, how we can help. If you're self-employed and you need a bank statement loan based on what you plop in the bank as a self-employed borrower, that's the other video we just did. We got that for you now too.
Yeah, what I would tell you to do if you're looking to buy or purchase and you get those, you want the best rates, best terms, reach out to Matt, the mortgage guy, greatmortgagebroker.com. That's the place to go. That's where all one rental at a time families should go. All 50 states. It's the place to be. Thanks, bud.
Thanks, Mike.